Not usually the time when I go live, but before I feel sleepy later and before the servers go down later, let's play some Final Fantasy XIV. Quick, early evening stream. I'll just put this out and then we'll go. Let's see. Ready. Let's see. Let's see, okay. Alright. Touch. Twitch. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then we'll put this right here. No. Okay. Darn it, I hate when it does that. Yeah. Darn it. Alrighty, let's start the game and then start playing. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's not that. We can close that actually. Let me do this. Oh yeah, okay. Alrighty, let's see. Right. So that's why we're playing now. Let's see. Here. Oh yeah. We want to get rid of this. Yes, and then we want to go add and game capture and okay and okay. And we'll say, we'll want to put it all the way down here. Okay. I think we can turn off the music. Oh, jeez, no. No. Oh. Close it, right? Alright. And go here and here. And hopefully it starts. Okay, it's clearly not capturing the window. What about this one? No. This one? Oh man, it's not capturing it. Why isn't it capturing it? What if... No. Alright, we're gonna have to go with... No. Why isn't it capturing it? Let's see. Let me fix this. We'll get rid of that. add one display capture. We can do this one. There we go. Then we'll put it down here. And then I don't like this, but what choice do we have? All right. Oh, gosh, it's so hot in here. Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Oh, Stola. Stola is our best girl. Traveler, thanks for finding Kayamine and bringing her back safe. She said you and her had something you wanted to talk to me about. That's right, I was on my way back from the Tiliala trailhead when I was set upon by a thrice damned demon. If it hadn't been for Zack, I'd be drowning in that devilish jelly's belly right now. Ugh. What? You say Zack saw this blue blob too? He did, and he's not the only one. Plenty of the other tappers have seen them too, prowling around by the walls and the wagons, even some of the engineers servicing the rigs. You see the connection, don't you? They're nosing around everything and anyone that smells of ceruleum. Maybe they're attracted to it. Maybe that's why they were attracted to me. Maybe. If they are, and they're aggressive like you say, then they're a threat to our workers we can't ignore. Still, there's something about all this that doesn't hold water. I've heard these things too. The blue blobs. Been keeping track of the sightings. Even made a map of them. And do you know what I found? Most of the sightings have been around Shiloni Station. Not a single one near the Maw of Senshaya. You know the Maw, right? The pits of ceruleum near the rigs, the ones that are always catching light. It's the sunlight that sets them off, you know. They burn themselves out occasionally, but the next clear day that comes around, they're all aflame again. What I'm saying is that whole place stinks of ceruleum, so how come there's never been a sighting there, even with all the wagons taking the trail straight through it? And how come the one that followed you there took off as soon as it drew near? Yeah, maybe there's something about the words on the way. Who knows? I don't. That's what I was thinking. I thought it might be the fire. They don't seem to mind it around the rigs. No, there's got to be something else. Kayamine, I want you to look into this. Go back to the mod and see if you can figure out what might be keeping them away. You grew up around these parts, right? Perhaps the folk in your old stomping grounds might know something we don't, and be more inclined to share it with one of their own than with an outsider. I'll handle all your portering duties till you get back. You know what the overseer's like. Keeps his purse strings tight. Unless we can prove these things really are attracted to ceruleum, and the attack on you wasn't just a freak coincidence, he's never going to stop up the guild to guard every convoy. It's so hot. Understood. I'll get you all the proof you need, I promise. Would you mind going with her? Don't worry, I'm not my boss. I can spare you an escort fee. The blobs might not like the mob very much, but they seem to have taken a liking to her. Thank you kindly, and take care of it. Take care of it there. Come on then, Zach. Back to the mall. Gosh, it's so hot. Oh no, I'm falling asleep again. Why do I keep falling asleep? It's so freaking hot. Oh wait, that's not where I was supposed to go. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, the other way. I'm all like, that doesn't look like the mall. Anyway. Do you know, I think this is the closest I've ever been to one of these pits. My Grammy always told me never to go near the mall. She said that if I burned myself to a crisp, I'd only have myself to blame. But duty calls. I'll have to look into around this pit. You take the one across the way out. It's just another rig. It's just under the rig. As for what we're looking for, well, I suppose we'll know it when we find it. Oh. Jeez. You find the pale, softly glowing crystal at the bottom of the cerulean pool. Return to Kayamine to share your find. Crystal, you say, at the bottom of the pool. I found one too, stubbed my toe on the wretched thing. Guess my Grammy was right. Jumping into mud is dangerous. I thought it was just a rock, albeit a funny colored one. Don't think I've ever seen a stone as white as this before. Not around these parts anyway, and certainly not two of them. I thought it was just a rock, albeit thought it changed. It's almost as if they've been put here deliberately. You don't think these crystals might be what's keeping the blue blobs away, do you? Oh, fuck. You know what? It's really hot. I'm probably just gonna play till 6. No offense, guys, but the weather's making me really, really tired. Kayamine wants to know more about the strange white crystals you found in the Maw of Senshaya. Looks like these stones are the only clue we have to go on. Let's go and ask my Grammy if she knows anything about them. Neshtezi, her name is Lisa. Lives over in Luanteninia. Her name is Liz. Over in Luanteninia. The village where I grew up, it's just on the other side of the boot. Come on. The butt. The boot. Okay, let's go this way. Neshtezi isn't actually my grandmother, you know. She's one of the village elders who takes her duties more seriously than most. She's always out and about, keeping an eye on everyone, whether they like it or not. Let's split up and try to find her. You take the right side of the main street, I'll take the left. Me, my old man Neshtezi? Sure, I've seen her, and not long since. One of the village kids was playing around in the fields, and she didn't take too kindly to it. Chased him up that street, up the hare, saying she was going to give him the hiding of his life for damaging the crops. Sorry, my ears are still ringing from the chewing out Grammy gave me. I thought I could outrun her, but she was too fast. What? If you are looking for her, she said she had to call on one of the ladies in the village. Only thing stopping her dragging me home by my hair. The lady's sister lives just up the hill there. She'll be able to show you which house it is. Oh no. Alright. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. You can make it. Kindly lady. You're looking for Nishtezi? She went to see my sister. She's with child, you see. Grammy made a charm for a safe birth and wanted to give it to her in person. The house is just back around the corner under the boot. The bit. The bit. It's just under the bit. Oh, past it. There you are. Who are you? What do you want? Ah, you found her. Excellent work, Zed. Frank Yamines, are you? And I see she's got you running errands for her as usual. Whatever you want, make it quick. I've got places to be. I wanted to ask you about these stones. We found them in the Ma of Sanchea and thought you might know something about them. Here. Fool of a girl. Fool of a girl. It's one of the warding stones that keeps the beast from coming back, and you picked it out and brought it here. Are you reckless or just plain stupid? I didn't mean anything by it. I just wanted to know what it was. Then shut your mouth and open your ears while I tell you the tale of the blue beast. Time was it stalked these lands a demon of burning blue flame that would rise up from the maw of a moonless night to wreak fiery death across all Shaloni. Only when its thirst for destruction was finally sated would it fade to nothing. But its evil spirit lived on, welling up in the front of the underworld and taking the shapes of Ismenians, the devil's droplets, that would throw themselves into the fiery pits to summon up their master once more. Our ancestors knew that whatever those thrice damned things appeared, it was only a matter of time before the blue beast rose again. Until a young miner from the village made a discovery that would change our fate forever. Okay. He found a strange pale ore in Yoequa Canyon that seemed to drive the droplets away. A stone in each pit, and that was the last we ever saw of the beast. Though it was the last we would see of it, but then you decided to get it into your stupid head to go paddling about in a pool of hellfire and run away with the only thing that was keeping us safe. You go and put those stones back where you found them this instant, and I'll think about sparing you the lash. Wait, she told me to put them back. Why is she doing it? Gods, my poor heart, if they were so important, why could she have told me? I forgot the last part of that. God, my brain is like, ugh. Well, better late than never, I suppose. After hearing all of that, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Party! No. That the devil's droplets and blue blobs are one and the same. Stones like these are just what we need to do to keep the blue blobs away. Okay. Oop. They have to be, and the stones we found must be the same ones the miner threw in the pits to keep them away. Why am I so sleepy? We only started seeing the blue blobs a few years back, right around when the cerulean drilling business took off. Maybe that's what summoned them up from the underground, the sounds of drills stirring their master from his slumber. They need to throw themselves in burning cerulean to summon their master, but with the stones keeping them away from the maw, they're searching for it elsewhere. That explains why they've seen them around the wells and... Oh, jeez, I forgot. I was going too fast. They'll summon... Oh, God. Okay. I don't think it's over, though. There's still a storyline to be explored there. Alright. Alright. First things first, we need to get these crystals back to the mall as quickly as we can. Right now, there's nothing stopping the blobs from jumping into those pits and bringing back their master. I'm such a fool. Grammy always told me I'd have to be stupid to go anywhere near the Maw of Senshea, and she was right. If anyone gets hurt, it'll be all my fault. We have to hurry. You got it. We're coming. We're coming. We're coming. We're coming. No. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, Zach, we came back just in time. I found Wasan Bay being attacked by those things, 3 of those things. But they ran off as soon as I arrived. Must have been the stone in my pocket. They're getting wilder, Zach. We need to do away with them before they can hurt anyone else. You go after them. We'll get Wasan Bay back to the springs. You got it, bro. Yep. Oh wait, where am I going? Oh god. Oh god. Alright. Let's go in Argalia. There you are. You got them. Oh, thank you, Zach. Yes, thank you, both of you. You saved my life. I was done with Kayamine's delivery, so I thought I'd take a look around the mall myself, see if I could find what was keeping the blue ones away. It turned out the answer was nothing. I fought them off as best I could, but it was 3 against 1. If it weren't for you, I'd be a dead man. You're wrong. The only reason they attacked us is because of they attacked you is because of us, because of me. Blah 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 blah. So that's how it is. Old stones and old magic. Yes, the stones are the only thing keeping them from the pits. I'm sorry. You weren't to know, but now we do. The question is, what are we going to do about it? We know that blobs are attracted to burning ceruleum, and we know they're dangerous. But we also know that they won't go anywhere near the kind of stones you and Zach found in the pits. That, to me, adds up to a plan, providing we can get our hands on more of them. Grammy said the stones were mined from Yowiqua Canyon. If there is any more in there, we can dig them out and place them around town as a barrier to the blobs. Alright, you head down to the canyon and see what you can find. I'll keep covering your deliveries till you get back. Luck be with you. Next stop, the canyon. If we can find a seam for this stuff, we can finally keep our people safe. Speaking of, I hope you don't mind coming with me again. I'm a tapper, not a fighter, and there's a lot of open desert between here and there. There you are. Are you ready to go? Yowiqua Canyon's to the south of town, near Luwateninyawaosa. Remember, you're looking for more of that stone you found in the ceruleum mine pits. Understood? Yeah, I understand. Alright, then let's head out. Okay, after this one, then we'll call it we'll switch back to the main story. I just hope I can stay awake. No man, that thing just blinded him in there. Oh. The warning stones were a lot paler and more crystalline than the rest of the rock around here. Let's split up again and give me a shout if you find anything that looks like the stuff we found in the pits. Oh my god. Where is it? Nope. Right, a dead end. Oops. The resemblance to the stone you found in the rocks and Shea is unmistakable. Okay. Here you go, Rexine. The sandstone wall is made up of layers of 100 hues, red, ochre, and gold. The last none is of quite the same shade as the warding stone. Oh jeez. Okay. Where does it want me to go now? Well, this way? It looks like. Let me take the out back. Oh, we'll find what you need. No use. I've looked everywhere. Looked and looked, but all I can see is sand. Well, that and sandstone. Do you have any better luck? Did you have any better luck? This is it. The same stuff as the warding stone. Where did you find it? Here and there. Well, when you say, I remember my grandma telling me something like that. She said that when an animal dies in the desert and its bones are swallowed by the sand, they take on the aspect of the earth below, gradually turning to stone. But if it's a great beast, a powerful beast, it's the earth that takes on the animal's aspect instead, and the sands around it become imbued with its ether. That must be why the blue blobs stay away from the moths and Shea. They can yet sense the beast whose bones these once were, and they're afraid of it. But if we want to keep all of our operations safe, we're going to need a lot more stones like this, and that's where it's going to take a lot of long doing. But if we want to keep all of our operations safe, we're going to need a lot more stones like this, and that's going to take a lot of digging. If the overseer is not willing to pay for a few guards, I doubt he'd give us the guild to open up a whole new dig site. Skill you need, I know someone who might be able to learn it. You do? Friends in high places, eh? Suppose you make a lot of them in your line of business, helping folk out as you do. Anyone I know? Zetekwa, the money lender? I know him, if only by reputation, but what a reputation it is. Let's head on over to Husatawi and ask if he can help. Alrighty, I'm going this way and this way, and checking this out. Alrighty. Zach, it's good to see you back, and can I buy you a drink? You'd prefer a mine? Well, the least I could do is hear you out. After all, you did for me, your friends downstairs, you say. Then what are we waiting for? Let's talk business. So, if I understand the situation correctly, Kayamine here needs to mine fossilized beast bones, but her management's too tight to fit the bill. Alright then, let's go and have a little talk with this overseer of yours, see if we can come to some arrangement. Really? You don't need to hear anything more? What more is there to hear? If Zach vouches for you, that's good enough for me. I owe him a debt and I mean to pay it. Besides, the proposal of yours sounds like it could be a benefit to the whole of the wilds. Thank you. In that case, let's head over to the springs right away. You too, Zach. Lots of teleporting. Lots of teleporting. Lots and lots and lots of teleporting. Just in time. Well, Sanpei has gone to fetch the overseer. He'll be out in a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, folks. I'm Tao Zenza, the man in charge of cerealium operations around these parts. I understand you have a proposition for me. Yes, sir, we do. It's about the beasts that have been prowling around the plants. What? And you're sure these stones really do ward the blue blobs away? How do we know this old legend you're basing everything on isn't just idle talk? They do, sir. I'm sure of it. 3 of the things had me cornered till Kayamine showed up and holding one of those stones they were afraid of, and not her. There's no doubt in my mind that if we can mine more of this stuff and scatter it around the cerulean works, just like her ancestors did with them all, we can keep the whole operation safe. If there's any operation left to keep safe, we're already in deep with the banks for the new rigs and the plant refit. Until production ramps up, where am I going to get the guild to open up a whole new dig site? I believe that's where I can come in. I'm sorry, you are? Zetekwa, moneylender by trade, working out of Husatawi. Your colleagues told me of the difficulties they've been having with these blue blobs. While they've only been sighted around Shen as Wezi Springs thus far, I'm of the firm belief they could soon pose a threat to all of Shaloni. After all, if these creatures are attracted to the scent of burning ceruleum, it isn't only your wells that are in danger. The station too could soon find itself under attack. Indeed, I confirmed with one of my clients who works for the railroad that creatures fitting the description I gave him have been sighted along the tracks, so you see that I have a personal stake in this. I would be more than willing to lend you whatever funds you need to put your colleague's plan into action, and on terms that don't interfere with the daily running of your company, naturally. Lest you forget, 2 of your workers have already been attacked. If ensuring the survival of your company is a primary concern, as I agree it must be, I urge you to act now. Please, sir, I don't want to lose my life or my job. How much do I pay you, Kaimini? It clearly isn't anywhere near enough. I ask you to drive your wagon for us, and you come up with a plan to save the whole damn wilds. Offer accepted. Let's get those bones out of the ground and keep our people safe. Alrighty. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. Wasanpe, Kaimine, you're off partnering duties. I'm putting you in charge of this project. Mr. Zatekwa, if you wouldn't mind stepping inside for the office for a moment, we can discuss the terms of the loan. Looks like this is where we part ways. Farewell for now, my friend. This may go some way to repaying the debt I owe you, but I still consider myself to be well in arrears. If there's ever anything else I can do for you, you know where to find me. I should probably join them, but before I do, I wanted to thank you again. If it weren't for you, none of this could have happened. There are still a lot of dangers out there in the wilds. Some we know about, a lot we don't. But bit by bit, we're overcoming the obstacles they throw up before us. And with a little help from folk like you, I know that one day we'll make this a place where people can not just survive, but thrive. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Seems like that's it. Alright, let's do the story. That went on a little longer than I thought it would, to be honest. Run you over. Alright, let's go this way. Ishtola. Thanks to Estinian, there were no casualties to speak of at Shaloni. The Hetsaro were safe as well. At the very least, there were no sightings of soldiers there. What about the dome? Did you learn of anything of note? It is composed of exceedingly high concentrations of lightning energy. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Then how are we supposed to get inside? If Zoralja and his army emerge from within, there ought to be an entrance. Entrance, you say? It so happens we might have an inkling where one is. These are the engineers of Zaktaral Railing, which operate the train between Shaloni and Yasulani. When we went out to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was then that we saw it, a large fortress-like structure that looked like it straddled the dome's edge. You're telling us part of it is inside and part of it is outside? That seemed to be the case, yes. While we only observed from afar, the soldier were coming and going from it. From that, I'd say it serves as a passage between the outside world and whatever's inside. But as you'd expect, the area was heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what became of the passengers who went to Yasuani? Wilkamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. What? I'm afraid not. Only those passengers who are headed back here are accounted for. I can say for a fact that everything was fine when we arrived in Yasuani. But when that big tremor struck not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that, eh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave this some thought. Zeraja wants me to prove that I'm my father's. If I fail, he'll destroy Toyolo. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day, and in doing so, he keep his eyes on me. A bold strategy, I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What you need is something that'll get you back there quick and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow, and we have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, and send her hurling at it to explode on impact. Chief, have you gone insane? You're just saying how relieved you were that the train's in one piece, and now you want to turn it into a bomb? The train's not important. Our dream was to have railroads running from coast to coast, remember? If those invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run on them. Is that what you want? He's like, I'm about to punch you. Never mind. It's a sacrifice we have to make. Those good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome and put a stop to all this. The least we can do is help them. But Chief... Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fall, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can always build another train, so have faith and quit your complaining. But what if we really hard, there's no getting back up if we're dead. No one's dying on this train. I'll see to it myself. Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip, and we'll need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. You alright with that? There's no changing her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. Keep your wife safe. I'll hold you to it. I can't start a family business without her, much less a family. It'd be a lie to say the loss of the train doesn't concern me. But with good friends and my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least I'll go down as the legendary train that saved Tyrell. That it will, but first we've got to work to do so she'll look the part. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. We'll keep that in mind. If any of you are willing to and able to lend a hand, there's work that needs doing over at the storehouse. Alright. It seems we have a path forward. I believe this is a good time for me to return to Tiliola and inform Koana of the situation. I shall return as well. I have new investigations to pursue. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to that of the gate in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. God, Ishtola. Even only having just met them, I can see how important the train is to Walika and the engineers. Can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. Our plan is set, but Grahatia is not without reservations. While I have no objections to the plan itself, I have one concern. How can we be certain Zaraja will not strike Tiliolo in retaliation? I considered the possibility, but when my brother told me to come and prove myself, he meant it. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Tiliolo, and it'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so he can crush us and prove his strength. Indeed, if anything, we're more likely to put Tiliolo in danger by not taking the fight to him. So we indulge the Raja at least, until Tiliolo has shored up its defenses. Right, we'll charge in from the front and keep his eyes on us, during which time Koana will find a way to fortify Tiliolo. If you believe this is the best course, then we shall trust in your judgment. I expect there will be no small amount of enemy resistance, but we will do all in our power to assist you. Thank you. Well, time is of the essence. Let's go and see what's left to be done for the train. Looks like the work is getting underway. We'll finish in no time at all. So what can we do to help? No need to hold back. As I understand it, the two of you met your fair share of craftsmen during the Rite of Succession. Would you happen to know a few who'd be willing to come and help us complete the modifications to the train? Of course. What sort of craftsmen did you have in mind? Let's see now. What? Perhaps my greatest concern is keeping the train safe from enemy attacks. Even with you all aboard to fend them off, it'd be over in an instant if they managed to get just one good hit on the Cerulean tanks. According to eyewitnesses, the soldiers used lightning-based weapons, so I've a mind to install grounding rods. Would you happen to know a carpenter who could handle that? Evu. A master carpenter from Okanu. If they'd be willing, we'd be glad to have them. No objections from me, just be sure not to forget their traditional greeting. But we'll need more than just a carpenter if we want this done in a timely fashion. We've got a lot of equipment that needs moving. Heavy equipment. I don't suppose you know anyone up to the task. Fontaine? Fontaine, that's certainly a choice. But I wouldn't exactly call him strong. For a test like this, I think we should ask someone like, say, Zermer were. You're friends with the Yokoi? I'll be damned. Who will not want for strength with help like that? Next, I'd like to outfit the train with some powerful weaponry of its own. Like as not, the soldiers will be riding their flying vessels. We'll need countermeasures to deal with them. That's true. I, for one, can't use magic, nor am I handy with a firearm like my brother. Any ideas for ranged weapons we can use? Ballistas. Maybe? I don't know. Why is it making me choose? Ballistas, eh? While they be hard, things like... If there were some sort of ballista that could reload quickly, then that might work, but weapons aren't exactly my field of expertise. Perhaps I can be of assistance. The Crystarium employed etheric cannons for its defenses, and I see no reason why the design cannot be adopted for your train. While I did not conceive them myself, I know their design. It should be possible to build them here, provided we have the requisite materials and skilled smiths. Now that sounds like something Fontaine can help with. What are the materials we need? The barrel can be fashioned from any metal, as long as it's highly conductive to ether. To power the cannon, we will require fire aspected crystals of the highest purity. Fire crystals, eh? Might be, as the miners over the springs can help with that. Then if I could leave the crystals and smiths in everyone's hands, I shall get started drawing out the schematics. Right then, I'll secure us the smiths. In the meantime, could you deal with the materials? Shinza is in charge of our supplies, so it might be good to talk to him about it first. Well, I think we're set for a plan. Thanks for the consultation. Now let's get this train dressed up and give her the proper farewell she deserves. Okay. The plan's coming together. To make good speed, I'm going to try and enlist some more help from among our friends back in Yukturel. I'll leave the materials in your care. I think I saw Shinza over to the southeast. That should be enough lumber for the armor. What else do we need? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were there. What can I do for you? Blah 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 blah. Etheric cannons, interesting. I have an idea where we can get the conductive metal, so I'll take care of it. I'm not sure about the fire crystals though. Might be best if you spoke directly with a miner. Can I leave that to you? Great. You're friends with Iate, aren't you? One of the best miners around. If anyone can get you the crystals you're after, it's her. Ooh, okay. This is where we'll end the stream. Where is that? Okay. Pew. Okay, this way. There she is. Oh, Zach, what brings you around these parts? The purest fire crystals, you say? I think I heard tell about them before, but what was that about? Ooh, I leveled up. Oh, here we go. Wait, fire crystals is on the tip of Iate's tongue. Now I remember Cyrillos. What? You can find them to the south of town. They actually ingest fire crystals and keep them in their gut, if you can believe it. If you want the purest fire crystals, though, you'll have to go after the oldest, toughest Anolos. Nothing you can't handle, right? I'll show you where to find some to hunt. Looking forward to seeing why Aaronville thinks so highly of you. Alright. We'll continue there tomorrow. Yeah, but I guess we'll end the stream there. We'll be back later. I mean, if I was falling asleep right now, I'd definitely fall asleep later. So, yeah, we'll end it there. And we can pick up there either tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah. Anyway. Over here. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. Anyway. That's hot tea. Alright. Come back. Yes. Alright, guys. We'll end it here. Thank you for joining the stream, either here on the VODs, and we'll continue here whenever next time is. Bye!